Can one spouse file bankruptcy without the other? Getting married doesn't mean that you signed up to file bankruptcy together. Hey, I'm Mike Goldstein. I've handled bankruptcy cases in Massachusetts since 2006. And one of the first things that I tell nervous spouses is this: one of you can generally file alone, the other doesn't have to. But there's a little catch. So, filing alone doesn't mean that your finances get to sit in separate rooms and ignore each other. So, if you file individually, the court can still look at your household income, even the part your spouse brings home. They do this so they can figure out what you can afford to pay back. Now, joint debts are their own little puzzle. So, if your name and your spouse's name are both on credit cards or on a loan like a mortgage, filing a loan does protect you. It generally does not protect them though. So the creditor can still come after your spouse who didn't file once the case is over. So property gets complicated too. Massachusetts, it's not a community property state. So who owns what and how? This all actually matters. So a house title to both of you works a little differently than a car title to just one of you. And here's the part that most of my clients have missed. If you file and your spouse, doesn't file, their debt doesn't quietly disappear along with yours. It's still theirs to deal with, even though your part of it is gone. So say husband and wife come in together and husband is drowning in medical debt from before they got married. Well, the wife got a clean credit report and a car loan that she's been paying on time. So in a case like that, there's often a real argument for him filing a loan and leaving her out of it entirely. Now, every couple's math is different, but the point is this: you're not stuck choosing between protecting your marriage and protecting yourself. Sometimes you can do both. So before you decide who files, you need to get the debts, the income, the property ownership looked at together. That's the only way to know which one, which choice actually helps your household the most. If you think that you might fall into this situation, I strongly recommend you talk to a bankruptcy lawyer who's licensed in your state.